folk. This is Kedrick here. And if you're here from the Jeff Mara podcast, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. It was a great podcast. There's something I really wanted to be sure that we talked about, that maybe we talked a little bit about in the episode, but I want to talk a little bit more here. And that's the importance of shadow work when it comes to interacting with the paranormal. You see, shadows are the deeper, darker things inside that maybe we don't want to acknowledge, or our feelings and beliefs that get in the way of our growth, our development. And this is especially true when we're working on our own spiritual development. That if we feel we're not worthy, or if we have doubts that pop up, or if we're afraid, all of these kind of things get in the way, blocking our abilities. You may have been born with natural talents for clairvoyance, for clairsentience, claircognizance, any of these abilities that are necessary for communicating with spirits and recognizing spirits are around. But if you were taught that these are evil traits, that these are only witches who do these things, or that you're bad for doing it, you're making it up, you're just imagining that this is just bogus, or if you have this belief that no, it's only these special mediums that have special training, or they were born in a special way, those are the only people that can communicate with spirits, you're blocking yourself. Those are the shadows that come up from childhood, people telling you, no, this is evil, that no, this is not real, no, you can't do this, oh, who are you to think that you could do something like that? Well, all of that's bogus. All of that is just shadow work that just gets lodged in our psyche, in our soul, that not only blocks us, but maybe can create negative situations. Like if you were taught interacting with the paranormal is evil, but yet you're hearing whispers of somebody, you might be accidentally creating a negative situation for yourself. And so it's really important that we take some time to recognize the doubts, the fears, the beliefs that get in the way of you tapping into your abilities, that get in the way of you having positive interactions with the paranormal. And that's a big part of the work that I've got going on right now, is teaching people how to get through the fear, teaching people how to get through the doubts so that they can access their own authenticity. And so finally getting away from the tethers, from the things that are locking us into a 3D existence, so you can finally rise up and move into a 5D state and have a 5D consciousness. Think about that. What would it be like if you could have a 5D consciousness? You're interacting with guides, you're reconnecting with loved ones, you're healing lost souls, and you're having a good time doing it, and everyone is staying safe, and everyone is getting a beneficial effects out of this. How would that sound? How would that be? That's the kind of work that I'm doing right now. So I do want to invite you to also watch the other videos I've got going on here. I want you to check out my Facebook group, Escaping 3D Shadows, where we talk about how to get away from the 3D world and start to living in a more of a 5D consciousness. And if you didn't check out Jeff Mara's podcast, there's going to be a link also here in the description, so you can check out that video on Jeff Mara's podcast site. And, hey, feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Leave me any questions. I'll be reading these things and I'll answer you. So with that, I wish you all well, and hail.